Just trying to rain. Trying to rain out there. All we need is some water for a cuppa. What did I just do with the aluminium bit? Down here somewhere. Getting mad, aren't I? Just a second at it. Never mind. Where's my milk? There it is. What else do I need? I might get my CB as it goes. What else are we going to need? Another bottle of gas, maybe? Got any gas? Brand new bottle of gas. Just starting to rain. Right. Everything I need there. Might get the power bank. Yeah. Get the power bank. Oh yeah, it's raining now. So I'm just getting a few bits for the tent. That can go in there. And power bank. And tell you what, we'll have a couple of chargers. That's all I need, I think. Yep.
Oh, good news. The electricity people didn't turn up to do my meters. But they did send me an email saying because we didn't turn up, you can have 40 quid credit. How about that? Oh, it is starting to rain. Got a couple of deliveries today. You're going to be quite amazed by one of my deliveries. Say no more. Milk. Yeah.
was running a theatre. It's really a new...
The best survival thriller seen in years. Extraordinary true story. Check the focus where it needs to be. Slow your breathing down, Maurice. Get out of there right now. Where's our power? Stranded at the bottom of the North Sea. I can't rescue you if I can't find you. Starring Woody Harrelson. You have been told. I will come back for you. We're gonna need you, mate. Get set. Get Cheltenham ready. Let's go. At Virgin Bet, we're giving all new customers money back as a free sports bet up to £10 if their horse loses on a selected race every day of the festival. When it comes to the biggest week in the racing calendar, we know how to get you Cheltenham ready. Saddle up. If you bring the raw, Virgin Bet will bring the reward. Virgin Bet, a good bet. Sign up 4th to 14th of March. Bet within 48 hours of race. Main market excluding specials and place bets. Terms apply. Bet responsibly. Gambleaware.org. 18 plus. Three vital elements to the perfect football phone-in. 1. The UK's best sports radio station, Talk Sport. 2. The latest burning issues on and off the pitch. And 3. You, the full-on fans connected on the phone. Don't miss a free phone-in every Wednesday afternoon at Drive from 4 on Talk Sport. With 3. Football needs a big network. Keep connected to the team you love on 3. This is Drive and Talk Sport, man. We go in the sim style alongside me down bed front. 7 talk the superstars, the go Adrian Nante shoe around the grounds of busy old night Champions League and EFL action includes Liverpool against PSG. And of course the boys on the sports bar from 10 will be taking your calls. We'll be taking your calls on whether or not you're enjoying the Premier League season. The sports bar boys come in O'Hara, giving it a bit of a for us. We think it's for us, and what do you think? We'll find out in just a moment. And from 5, the big one, everyone wants to talk about Man United's new stadium. United fans, are you excited about it? Or are you a little bit apprehensive? Or are you old school United fans? History. 5 o'clock, we're doing that. If you want to say you can, 03717 233 All of that more coming up first with the news we develop. Talk Sport News.
Thank you, Andy. A very good afternoon. This man soaked himself pissing. Told Justice Minister Carl Clifford, the man who will never be released from prison for his triple murders last year. The 26-year-old killed his ex-girlfriend Louise Hunt, her sister Hannah with a crossbow, and their mum Carol with a knife at their home in Hertfordshire. Lisa Clint is from the Crown Prosecution Service and spoke up by the court. We hope the court sentence, which ensures Clifford can never hurt anyone again, can help the Hunt family with their healing process as they navigate the future and continue to honour the lives of Carol, Louise and Hannah. Next, police have arrested a man in connection with the tankering cargo ship crash in the North Sea yesterday. They detained a 50-year-old on suspicion of gross negligence manslaughter as one missing sailor is presumed dead. The cargo ship, the Ceylon, is still burning and is expected to sink. Over in Saudi Arabia, two national
Coffee time. It's starting to rain out there.
Free kick as Italy's now the 21 match on the 24th of March 2007. Soon to come, we'll be asked whether Man United fans are happy with New Trafford. Now, Newcastle manager Eddie Howe spoke to TalkSport following his side's win over West Ham last night, reflecting on a big 3 points for his team. A huge win for us. Huge win in the Premier League season. We needed it. They had a bit of a rocky period of form for us. We had some tough fixtures in there, of course, but today was everything that I wanted it to be. It wasn't a brilliant performance, but it was determined, it was disciplined, high motivation from the players, and all this in spite of the cup final, which obviously looms ahead for us. So brilliant effort from the players. That game was live on TalkSport after the game. The boys on the sports bar were taking calls, and they were questioning if they're enjoying this season. Both Cundy and O'Hara gave it not a great season. What do you make of it, David the Liverpool fan? I can only imagine what David the Liverpool fan makes of the season. Hi, David.
Hi, how are we doing? You alright?
I'm great, man. How are you today?
Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing.
Are you going tonight?
Don't know, not tonight. It's, my daughter's got swimming, so get that done and then race back to watch the game at home and hopefully get tucked in bed prior to the kick-off, so fingers crossed.
Can I just say, when you said my daughter's got swimming, had you been offered a ticket, the swimming takes a back seat, right?
I don't know, she's pretty darn good at swimming, and if this girl ends up in the Olympics, then I need to be a part of every bit of the journey, so...
How old is she?
You know, 3.5.
She won't remember if you missed today.
She'll be listening now, she's in the other room.
She won't remember this conversation, David. They don't remember anything.
I'm telling you now, this girl's memory. I'll mention you guys. I'll mention you both.
Okay, all right. That's very. We'll check in 15 years, see if she remembers this moment, all right?
Let's do it.
What would you like to say, Dave?
So I guess really it depends on like what do you want to get out of the season yourself as to whether you find it boring or not, because I actually don't think the title race is boring, not just because we're where we are, but what you've got to think is we're doing this in spite of what everyone else is doing. We're not in control of how other teams perform, and I know a lot of people saying Liverpool have only won it because it's a poor season, but ultimately we've still got the points on the board. Arsenal are 5 wins behind us at this point. So even if they've got another 3 or 4 points, another 4 or 5 wins, they're still in and around us. So yes, we're that far ahead, but I don't think that necessarily makes it boring. You've just got to be what's there, capitalise on it. I think if there was a boring element, it might only be at the bottom end of the table, because the gap's getting further and further, as I know you guys say each week, like between Championship, and you kind of need almost a mid-tier in between the Premier League and the Championship, where clubs can yo-yo about, because they're so far away being able to be good enough. That's probably what I would consider to be the most boring element, because as you said, Andy, the Champions League spots, it's been a while since we've had this much excitement for all of those. It's just maybe a bit of a shame for some people.
You know what? I just wonder, because I think for Liverpool fans I think it's been a fantastic season, but for clubs, as you said there, like Brighton, Villa were up there, but Bournemouth, Fulham, those guys, Brentford, even though Brentford are 12, I mean, some of the games, because Cundy and also, like, if you remember games, Everton 2, Bournemouth 3, do you remember that? Everton go 2-0 up, Bournemouth scored 3 goals.
Yes, it was good.
87 plus.
Sean Dyche, one of his last games,
right,
wasn't it? Yeah.
that was incredible. Brentford 4, Ipswich 3.
Yeah, I would definitely remember that. The boys were there for that one.
Another one, Spurs 3, Chelsea 4. Remember, Spurs go 2 up, Chelsea come back.
Yeah.
So I think there's been a number of games this season where I've gone, ooh, yeah,
I agree.
I just think because certain teams are expected to be doing better than they are, that's why some people are just like how expected from O'Hara, because Tottenham are 13th. Chelsea are 4th, but not playing well at all.
No.
Not enjoying the football they're watching.
Thank you, Dave, for your call. Good luck for your daughter tonight in the swimming. Ryan, here we go. So we just spoke to a Liverpool fan. He's loving the season. Ryan is a Saints fan. They're bottom of the Prem. I wonder how he's reviewing this season. Hello, Ryan.
Oh, hello, lads. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. It's great fun.
Okay. I don't know if that's tongue-in-cheek or not.
It definitely is.
No, that is definitely tongue-in-cheek. I've been on before. I don't want to be in this league, remember? I want to be in the championship where all the fun is.
Yeah.
Where all the fun is there. Say, hang on, you don't prefer it, Andy, because you are like quite elitist when it comes to football. And apart from the teams that you mentioned that are doing absolutely well hanging around the top six.
So that's my new lamp. I've got to get the proper battery for it.
And just because they're doing badly, it's having a bit of a response, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's actually a really banging season for all the teams. But I think they're still having a proper
Boom. You can either have it out of that one, or
Okay, also, yeah, objectively you can be excited by it, but I
Or just that one?
I'm a football fan first. I would normally watch a lot of the Premier League things and different over the years, even though when Saints weren't in it, just because I wanted to keep up with the level of football. I'm close this season, wasn't it? You see why that little
Yeah, got this off me mate, £10. Bargain.
we're not even in that. Right, you're not glass half empty. You're glass half empty. There's a crack in the glass. I think all the water's going to leak out the glass. It's going to ruin the
Uh-huh.
table and the glass will smash on the floor. Yeah, well, it's all, Southampton blood is going to run out of that glass. You know, it's too boring. It is crap. I understand crap.
Because Southampton every single week get back.
Put this away.
You can't enjoy it. It's different if you're, say at last season, if you're a Luton fan, even though they never get beat every week, they will still love it because they've never tasted Premier League before. Southampton were in the Premier League for a long time. But to see your team travel home and away, and see your teams get walloped every single week, that must take its toll.
Joe, you're Ipswich fan. You enjoying the season?
Yeah, so I like it.
James, West Ham fan. Jimmy? Good. Where you off to in the car? What are you doing? I'm on my way home, mate. What do you do? I'm a drainage engineer. Drainage engineer? Yeah. What kind of drainage? Below ground drainage. So, yeah, one of the worst jobs you can do, probably. How'd you get into that? You bought it? Yeah, just needed the money, really. How did you get into that, James? I mean, presumably when you were at school, you weren't thinking, that's what I want to do, or maybe you were. I mean, I just needed a job, and a friend of mine was working for one of the companies, and he just got me in there, and I've been in it ever since. As long as it pays, that's all that matters, James. Yeah, that's it. You're a West Ham fan. Does it pay to be a West Ham fan at the moment? Well, no, I mean, I thought that I've been terribly bored going over to West Ham for the last 2 years or so. I've come away from there when we won 2-0 against your lot, United, and I came away and I said to my brother, I didn't really enjoy that. And I thought it was just like watching a bad West Ham side, but I live in West London where I've got a lot of Chelsea mates, and they kind of say the same thing to me. And O'Hara was making some good points last night, as in...
Was he?
You sure? You sure about that? That's never been said on national radio. Not so much. Like, you're talking about, like, the race for the top four and all that, and I get all that.
It's more the race for Europe, not just the top four.
Well, not just but I think it's the standard of the games. I know you just rolled off some games there, like the Bournemouth game and all that, but and the standard of the players as well. Like, I mean, you think of the players that you used to play with, Bendy. I mean, Jamie said players that get the bums off seats, and I agree with him. There's not a lot of them now that you really think...
Well, do you know what it is? It's more systems now. That's why you don't see Mavericks. There used to be one who's a number 10, does what he wants. But because of this system, and you might blame Pep for that, it's almost like they're robotic in their movements. Grealish went to City, that's now gone. But you know what? I need to hear, right, from a Palace fan. Because I feel like Palace...
I mean, I wish you had said this last time.
No, but I was thinking that. No, look at the table, and Palace are always in that... I need to know how... And today, do you want to put them with them? We've got about 2 minutes left. I'm going to take this call, Rob. Yeah. Clear the switch hole. And then I'll fans the phone down. I won't let you down. Is this season different than last season? That's the question, right? Yeah. Palace fans, 037172223. We need you now, after Rob, the Spurs fan. Hello, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Good. Before you answer my question, thank you. Write down on a piece of paper. I'm going to ask Rob to rate his enjoyment this season as a Spurs fan out of 10. Don't say yeah, Rob, right? That's not you being a Spurs fan. It's you being a Spurs fan and having enjoyed the season or not out of 10. I'm going to put that... Right. I'm to you. Okay, how's it different? Out of 10, how have you made the season, Rob?
Just for the sheer fact that Arsenal finished second at the left.
How can your joy come from your rivals doing that even second when you're currently sitting 13th?
But you choked again. Choked again. You proved that you're chokers.
Okay, so I get that. So your Spurs in 13th, what have you proved? What are you guys?
I ain't worried about my team.
If you support Spurs, don't worry about Arsenal, worry about Spurs. You're a Spurs fan.
We've had no players for half the season. How can you worry about?
Well, you're talking about worry about it. You don't support your team even when you've got injuries. Well, you just jump ship.
We're going to win the Europa League. That's it. End of.
So make sure when you do, you go out this week, you call... This is one of the worst seasons in Tottenham's history. Call it 11 out of 10.
No, you've got to admire the start of Liverpool. They've been unreal.
Let me flip it round, right? What's the worst thing that happened to Arsenal as a Spurs fan? To win what? Champions League or the Premier League?
They won't win the Champions League.
What's the worst thing that can happen for a Spurs fan, for Arsenal, to win the Premier League or the Champions League? Is it? I'm going to ask you a question on the back of your answer.
Either or either.
Okay. Would you take winning the Prem as a Spurs fan if Arsenal were kings of Europe?
No.
The answer should be yes. What do you care about them? No. You become Premier League champions. What do you care about Arsenal? Premier League champion, you've just turned it down.
I'm a Tottenham boy. I can't stand anything Arsenal do.
Clearly by the sound of it, he can't stand if they win anything either. Would you go another 50 years without a trophy if Arsenal never won the league again?
No, definitely not. But, you know, I'm a Tottenham fan for the men's side.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take it away from the Arsenal women. They are brilliant.
From what? The Arsenal women? Oh, okay, right.
We've got a Palace fan there.
Oh, we've got time for the Palace fan.
Hayden, quick.
Producer says no.
I need to know.
46 and the boss is in the office. He'll run in here and go, oi! He likes to Darren, he does maybe, that's what he likes to Darren. We'll find a place. Keep your calls coming in, 83717 7233 then 4. 5 o'clock, just turn the new radio. 5 o'clock is the big hour. We'll be talking about Manchester United and their new stadium.
Live on Talksport with Motorpoint. Driving weekly, all fully inspected with warranty.
Welcome back to another spectacular match day, but what's this? Looks like the fans are playing Coral's free reward shaker. The half-and-half Scarpers shaking decisively for once. They've backed a super boost. So that's the Reward Sandwich Brigade. Oh, they've shaken up a free bet after that free lunch. Play Coral's free reward shaker to win guaranteed daily rewards and offers this season. Coral, we're here for it.
18 plus. You can player per day. Reward restrictions, requirements, and T's and C's apply. Gambleaware.org. You know, investing in money is like a lot of things in life. There's a hard way and there's a smart way. F&C Investment Trust gives you a smart way to invest for the long term, putting money to 150 of the world's leading companies, all through one simple investment. Like I said, smart.
Find F&C on all major investment platforms. It's smart to start with F&C. Capital at risk. This F&C Investment Trust advert is approved for distribution by Columbia Threadneedle Management Limited, August 2024.
Calling all dunkers. What's the brew without a biscuit, eh? But this is no dunk to be left to chance. It be Mickey and count. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Whichever online casino you play with, set your deposit limit so you don't overdunk. Take time to think. Sky Vegas. Play. It's why we're here. 18 plus BeGambleAware.org.
At NFU Mutual, we offer quality insurance for businesses of all sizes. Our experts understand the challenges you face. So we've developed quality insurance products to offer extensive business cover. It's no wonder over 95% of our business customers renew each year. For top quality business insurance, search NFU Mutual Business Insurance. NFU Mutual. Closer to your business and closer to what matters.
Tonight's Euro Millions jackpot is £120 million. Now that calls for a dance. Do I have to? You can limbo. That's it.
With these moves, I might have hit the jackpot.
Very good. Get that Euro Millions feeling tonight. Euro Millions from the National Lottery. Play on air. Estimated jackpot. Account terms, rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over. Up air, Fred. We love Cheltenham. The roar of the crowd, the thunder of hooves, and the excitement as one nose takes the glory. But whose knows? Who knows? If you think you can sniff out a winner, bet Fred this Cheltenham and get an offer on every race. Love Cheltenham, bet Fred. Valid between 11th and 14th of March 2025. Offers may vary. T&Cs apply. 18 plus gambleaware.org. Talk Sport traffic. In Staffordshire, the M6 northbound is partly blocked after a collision between Stafford Services and junction 15.
for Stoke-on-Trent. In Hertfordshire, delays on the clockwise M25 after a collision earlier near junction 23 for the A1M.
You have to get a proper 6-volt battery, I think.
The London-bound A12 is partly blocked after a collision that's happened between Shenfield and the roundabout for the M25 at junction 28. I'll add more.
Saying that, the one I've got in there is a lithium-ion one. It's not supposed to be in there, but
The world-class tactics,
it's working.
science-backed nutrition. The pros have their tools, and with Betfair, so do you. Our safer gambling
Right.
tools work just like the right pair of boots, designed to keep you on top of your game. Open the Betfair app to equip yourself, so you can.
I need to find some of them road signs.
Betfair, play different. 18 plus, begambleaware.org. Exclusive live Friday night football is for the birds in a live league.
I need to find some road signs and nick the batteries out of them. Boom. That's what we're going to be doing. But yeah, quite a nice lamp. You can either... I got this for £10 off my pal. You can either have that one on. Well, you can just have that flashing. Or that on and that flashing, or just that on. But it's quite bright. I'll give you a little look at it. Well worth a tenner. Only we haven't got the right battery. It doesn't matter. They don't sell the battery in my village. And that actually is quite bright, believe it or not. I've just got so used to the 500,000 lumens of that. But yeah, we're going to bang this on later. Ooh. Don't know how long that will flash for. I quite like it. Well, I don't know how long the 6-volt ever-ready battery would last. Same ones you get in road signs, so I'm going to wait till I see some of them. And then they're going to accidentally slip into my bag. Yeah. But whether one of those 6-volt jobbies would actually last longer than the lithium ion that I've got in there at the minute. I've got 2 lithium ion batteries that I've wired in. But yeah, I don't know. We'll test it later. We'll whack it all on. But yeah, I quite like that. My new toy. In fact, I've got some. In fact, you're all going to be shocked. All them people out there that regularly see me buying records. Wow, something a bit different tonight. It's going to shock everybody. It's a shocker. Yeah, that is quite bright, even in the daytime. Yep, waiting for a delivery. 2 deliveries tonight. Got some new mantles for the lantern.
25 in 23 appearance
And
For him to get 2 more in this game.
Right, next up are the people. The most important people are the people. They've gone for over 2.5
what's
cars.
the time anyway?
No, they've gone for Liverpool to win.
5 o'clock. Liverpool to win, definitely.
It's the wrong way round on my
I've been telling everybody all year, and I'm going to tell you again. Should have had money on Liverpool. Top of the Champions League. Top of the well, we've won the top of the Premiership.
It's a really popular bet this afternoon.
I've been saying it all season.
Paddy Power putting on their bet builder. So people are convinced that Liverpool, they won the first leg, they're going to get the win in the second leg.
Of course, we're going to win.
So a victory for them is in at 5-4.
And last but by no means least is you.
And then next season,
Pretty well, I know you like the old
get your money down now, get better odds. I'm predicting the same again. I'm predicting Liverpool domination. You know, like Man City had their little bit. Well, we're having our time now. I think we're going to win the Premiership this year, which is in the bag. We're going to win the Champions League this year, and we're going to do the same next year. Get your money down, guys.
Yeah, all in all, what comes in at just about 15.5 to 1. So from a £10 bet, you get a return of 165 quid, which is nice. And if we get it right, which we need to do, because Benty got it wrong for us the other day. Oh! I had to get it in there.
In fact, we've done extremely well this season.
Sorry, remember that phone, did you? Just say that again. What happened on the last bet? Who let us down?
Mr. Dan Ben.
You're disgraced.
Anyway, we got to plug the charger in.
Hold on, I got it right. Joe got it right. You got it right.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a bit of a mad unboxing tonight. Something a bit different.
Well, thanks for coming. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thanks for coming. We'll speak to you very soon.
See you guys.
There you go. That book today, maybe not on my leg. 18 plus begambleaware.org. Paddy Power on TalkSport.
Pamela Smith.
Your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and exclusions apply. 18 plus begambleaware.org. It was spoken about yesterday. It was embargoed till 10 a.m. this morning, and since then, everyone has been talking about Manchester United's new stadium. You can have your say.
Man United's new stadium. They new team, didn't they? United, before they start on a stadium. Were they leaving Old Trafford? I think that's quite a sellout actually when football teams leave their grounds. I know some of the teams have to do it to make progress, but imagine leaving your, it's like West Ham when they left Upton Park. Very mad.
Past 1 p.m. and your money's still taking a break. Get it back on track.
Got the hand warmers out.
And let your money work for you.
Gonna whack them
Buy
on.
stocks and ETFs commission free. Invest passively with investment plans. Open an ISA account. Earn up to 4.5% interest on uninvested funds and more. XTB
Hand warmers are still
Your capital is at risk.
going well.
Limited is a global fintech, not a bank. Deposits should be made for investment purposes. T's and C's apply. What makes a good bet? A virgin bet with easy. A simple bet. A responsible bet. A last-minute winner when you're down to 10 men kind of bet. With generous offers. A bet that puts sport first. Sound like your kind of bet? Then you're ready to get started. Sign up and get £20 in free bets when you bet £10 on sport. Virgin Bet. A good bet.
Don't know where he is. Yeah, the hand warmers are still working very well. Location. Ooh. My other shades. Loads of drugs. Loads of drugs, eh? Loads of amphetamines. Who'd have thought that 30 years ago? In fact, it's still quite bad that I've actually been in court and actually been done for having amphetamines in my younger days, and now they're giving them to me on prescription. So maybe I was right in the first place. Saying that, it's nothing like the amphetamine, speed, whiz, whatever you're calling it, what you'd find on the street. Yeah, it's just completely different thing altogether, really. These have got a wicked battery on them, these hand warmers. I'm still going to do the review, and I'm going to leave the link where you can get a set of these for about 12 quid. And I've got to say, it'd be the best 12 quid you've ever spent. And I've had these going as well in like -6-degree temperatures. Got 3 heat settings. I'll tell you what, I was a bit dubious before I bought these, but I've got to say, absolutely brilliant. Put them in your gloves, put them in your pockets. I quite like having them in my pockets. A very good battery power. You'd think, because it's getting red hot, that it would actually be flat pretty quick, but they're not. Magnetic. Anyway, what's the time? I'll be back in about an hour when I go to the shop.